In 1989, a man named Alec Newald claimed to have been abducted by aliens and to have lived with them for 10 days. But what exactly happened? Alec Newald is a writer best known for an unusual experience he allegedly had in New Zealand in 1989. He claimed that during a 3-hour car journey from Rotorua to Auckland, he mysteriously disappeared for 10 days and was taken in by an extraterrestrial civilization. He detailed his experiences in his book Coevolution. According to Newald, he encountered a dense fog during his journey and lost control of his vehicle. When he regained consciousness, he felt extremely exhausted and confused. However, his greatest shock came when he realized that 10 days had passed since he had left. What did this mean? Had Alec Newald really been abducted by aliens? Newald claimed that during the 10 days he was missing, he was taken to another planet. According to his testimony, he found himself in a high-tech environment surrounded by extraterrestrials. However, he was able to clearly perceive everything around him and observe what he described as advanced organic technology. He also spoke of spaceships powered by the mind or consciousness. Everything he encountered led him to believe that he was in some kind of higher realm that humanity had not yet reached. Newald stated that these beings had human-like characteristics but existed at a higher vibrational level. He claimed that they could make their bodies less dense using biological technologies. Additionally, he suggested that these beings used organic, sentient spacecraft controlled through thought. Newald claims that during his experience, the extraterrestrials possessed advanced biotechnology and were able to grow their environment organically. For example, he states that their houses and vehicles were made of organic materials and could be shaped through thought. He also says that these beings met their nutritional needs by consuming a cosmic solution similar to monatomic gold. Furthermore, he argues that they have a special connection with humanity and that their existence holds important implications for the future of humankind. Newald's claims have attracted interest from those fascinated by extraterrestrial contact and abduction cases, but have been met with skepticism in scientific circles. Since such claims are often based on subjective experiences, they are difficult to verify and therefore not widely accepted. However, Alec Newald is not the only person who claims to have been abducted or contacted by aliens. Here are some of the most well-known cases. Let's start with the case of Barney and Betty Hill. Their 1961 experience is considered one of the most remarkable UFO abduction cases in history. The Hill couple became known as the first people in the United States to claim they had been abducted by aliens. The incident took place in New Hampshire on the night of September 19, 1961. While returning from vacation, the couple was driving with their dog when they noticed a strange object in the sky with red lights. Curious, Barney got out of the car and looked through binoculars to get a better view. He claimed to have seen more than 10 human-like beings moving inside the craft. Overcome with fear, Barney panicked and rushed back to the car. At that moment, they heard a strange sound, and things began to take a mysterious turn. For the Hill couple, time seemed to vanish suddenly. When they arrived home, they realized they had no memory of a certain part of their journey. 2 hours were unaccounted for, and they had no idea what had happened during that time. However, they noticed unusual details, such as their inexplicable urge to bathe repeatedly after returning home and the strange marks and abrasions on their clothes. Sometime later, they reported the incident to their friends in the military, mentioning that they had seen strange figures during the missing hours. In particular, they recalled vague images of small, gray-skinned beings. Betty, especially, was deeply affected, experiencing recurring nightmares for months in which she relived the abduction over and over again. To unravel the mystery surrounding their experience, the couple underwent hypnosis sessions about 2.5 years later. Under hypnosis, Betty described how the aliens conducted various medical tests on her and inserted a device resembling a pregnancy test into her abdomen. She also claimed that, during the abduction, an alien showed her a star map. According to Betty, the aliens communicated with her in English, while Barney believed their communication was telepathic. Although no definitive conclusion was reached about the event at the time, years later, some astronomical discoveries were made that seemed to support Betty's claims. This further fueled the debate over whether the event was real or merely an illusion. The Hill couple's mysterious experience is still being studied by UFO researchers and scientists today. So, do you think this incident is pure fiction, or could there really have been contact with extraterrestrials? The Travis Walton case is considered one of the most researched and debated UFO abduction cases. On November 5, 1975, in Snowflake, Arizona, the incident gained significant attention, both because of the large number of witnesses and because Walton reappeared days later. On that day, Travis Walton, a forestry worker in Arizona, and 6 of his co-workers were returning from the woods when they saw a bright UFO in the sky. Walton bravely approached the object and was suddenly thrown into the air by a burst of light. Fleeing in panic, his co-workers returned to find that Walton had vanished. Missing for 5 days, Walton was found on the side of a highway on November 10. When he returned, he described being taken unconscious aboard a spaceship, encountering small gray beings and human-like creatures, and undergoing medical tests. The case was investigated, his co-workers passed polygraph tests, and Walton stuck to his story for years. However, some skeptics believed it might have been a hoax, and the incident was never fully explained. So, do you think Travis Walton could really have been abducted by aliens, or is this just a story made up for attention? Do you believe aliens really exist? Don't forget to share your answers and opinions in the comments section.